Today. But I don't know why you don't have your notes out yet. Same with Steve. Yeah. You got it? Yvonne, you should get your notes right now, please. That's right. Number one thing, Pedro, you will never believe who came to my class before school today to make up his work. Brandon did.
Brandon.
Yeah. So, because look, we're gonna have absolutely everybody pass. Nobody's gonna fail. And we're going to help each other to make sure everybody passes. Now, Valdo, he was going to come, but for reasons that were not his own fault, he couldn't show up today, so he's going to do it tomorrow. Right, Valdo? Because he came and told me that, and I believe him. He's going to show up tomorrow, and get his stuff taken care of, and we're going to have everybody. Irani, you should ignore Steve right now. We're going to have everybody pass. Right, Steve? Now, yesterday, oh my goodness. Yesterday, when you guys were doing your quiz, it was so crazy because, like, I'm grading them, right? And, like, every single one I grab, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, right? And then I felt really horrible because there was only one student who didn't get 100. Only one. But there was still like 5 minutes of class left. So I made a new quiz, different problems. I gave it to her. And the student knew that everybody had 100, and she felt so much pressure. Can you imagine? There's 35 people in here. Can you imagine that? Like think about it, Sean. Imagine if you were the only kid who didn't get 100, and it's not because you were dumb. It's just because you made a silly mistake. They're easy to make. Can you imagine how bad you would feel? And then you're redoing it, and you know you want to be the 100. You want to get it because you don't want to be the person that, like. Well, you would feel like you let everybody down. So anyway, that person got 100. Which means that everybody got 100. Well, Miss Mangello actually already knows, and she came in yesterday and she talked to me about it. And she's like, wait a minute, let me see that test. Right? I'm like, all right, well, here it is. And she's looking at it, and at first she's like, I can't do that. No way, I couldn't do that. And she's like, wait a minute, everybody got 100? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, who was absent? Thinking maybe some of the kids that still are struggling a lot weren't here. I'm like, nobody was absent. Everybody was here. Everybody took the quiz. Everybody got 100. She's like, well, how do you know they weren't cheating? I'm like, well, they weren't cheating because, like, it would just be an embarrassment to themselves. Like, I don't know. It's no good. They're not doing that. And like, when on the other quizzes, they're all showing all their work. And all the work is right. It's not faked. They're doing their own work. They're learning. Like they're proud of what they're doing. So they're not cheating. You only cheat when you're not proud of what you're doing. So I was like, yeah, they're all doing it. So anyway, she was able to figure out how to do this. But today's a little bit harder. She's going to come ask me at the end of the day, hey, how'd they do today? And we're going to have all hundreds again, and she won't be able to do today's. So that's pretty cool. No, it's not even pressure. I just know. Like if I drop my pen, I know it's going to fall. There's no pressure on the pen. There's no pressure on you. You got this.
But like yesterday, you're like, okay, we had 14 hundreds.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, at least 20, because I know
That's
you guys
true.
can't do
Like,
all of it. And then you know you can.
Right.
And now it's like, I understand.
That's true. That's true, right? It's weird. I never even realized that. Before I was like, at first we had 5 or 6 A's, and I was pretty happy. And then we got 7 or 8, and then yesterday, the day before yesterday, we had 14 hundreds. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe we'll get 20. Not to put too much pressure, because you make mistakes, right? And then everybody gets 100, and now I'm like, okay, we're going to get hundreds on everything for the rest of the year. She's right. That's what I was right. So that's cool. We're gonna get hundreds and everything the rest of the year. Oh yeah. Eric, check this out. I think this is a compliment. They're putting pressure on other teachers to do what we're doing. But I don't think that those other students are going to do it as well, because I think the thing that they're going to miss is how you guys are working together. I think that that's going to be missed, because that's not something that I set up. I can't make you guys work together. I can't make you guys help each other. That's something that you guys do. And like the competition, like, oh man, like Chris does not want Eric or Daniel to get more hundreds than him. Right?
Or you say you're gonna catch up to me.
Right. And so there's like all this competitiveness, but yet, even though you guys are competing with each other, before the quiz, you're helping each other because you still want everybody to do well. Yeah. You're not like taking somebody's pencil and breaking it and throwing in the trash right before the quiz. It's not like that. That's what we do to the other classes. Right. But not to each other. All right. So, everybody got 100 yesterday. So for some of you, that's the first one, right? For some of you, like, I don't know, how many in a row? That's 2 in a row for you? So Pedro's got 2 in a row. How many in a row do you have, Angie? 3 in a row. All right. And let's see. We all know how many that Lexi has in a row. Like all of them in a row. Who's got, like, Mina, how many in a row do you have? You don't even know? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, this is a point of pride. This is something you should be proud of. I mean, I would be. Like, my friends would get tired of it because I probably wouldn't shut up about it. All right, let's see here. Oh, 3 in a row. You messed one up. Like, but before that, you had a bunch in a row, right? And like, even though you messed it up, it was only like a little thing. Okay. Steve, how many in a row for you? 2 in a row. All right. So I'm going to call your name. Why don't you come get quiz? We got, let's see, Nicole and Natalia and Eric. And, so come on up, get quiz. Let's see here. Oh, he's right on top. And Pedro, get over here, Pedro, with 100. Dang, Cassie with 100. A Hondo right there. Look at that, Hondo. I mean 100. Steven, get over here with your 100. And Daniel, you got 100. Man. Edith, you got 100 too. I don't have your quiz yet, but you got 100 yesterday. That made me happy. Let's see here. Mina, come over here, Mina. Get your 100. Enrique, get over here and get your 100. Lexi, you got 100. And Brandy, get over here and get your 100. And Sabrina, you got 100. And Edith, you got 100. Get over here and get your 100, Edith. Giovanni, you got 100. Iralo. And Natalia, you got 100. This is yesterday. Mateo, you got to get 100 again. How many in a row? I don't know. Alan, get over here. You got a new streak going. Paul, you got 100. Brandon, you got 100. Chris, you got a new streak started too, right? Yeah? Iran, you got 100. Iran, you get over here, you got 100. Luis, you got 100. Luis, your sister said that you owe me $10 for helping her. That's what she told me. Carlos, you got 100. Baldo, you got 100. Dang, Baldo. Angie, you got 100. Axel, you got 100. Get over here, Axel. Axel, this is your first 100. Rihanna, get over here. You got 100. Oh, I didn't write it on there. I did. Sean, get over here. You got 100. Omar, you got 100. Come on, Sean. Roberto, you got 100. Jalen, you got 100. Carlos Guerrero, you got 100. How many in a row is that for you, Carlos? 2. Carlos and Fuego. Mia, you got 100. Dang, Mia. Cool shirt. Levan, come on over here, buddy. You got 100. Cassie Vasquez, you got 100. Nada. I got 2 of them for you. There you go. Thank you, Cassie. All right. So Luis, here's the thing, right? When everybody gets 100, it doesn't feel like such a special thing because everybody got 100. But it is a special thing. Everybody in here got 100. But the thing that was really, really cool about it was yesterday was the first time you ever did that. You never had done that before. It was totally new. It wasn't like I taught it to you and it didn't go very well and we tried again. It wasn't like that. It was first try. Here's the thing, Eric. We got to, like the way you guys are learning in this class, you got to transfer that into your other classes too.
But that's what happens because the teacher's different.
That's very true. The teacher's different. However, the reason you're successful in here isn't because I'm different. The reason that you're successful in here is because of how you're behaving and how you're acting. It's not like, oh, you're a good kid. It's not that. It's like you're here to learn now. And so you've changed how you behave because you're here to learn. And you can do that. The thing I did to help you with it is I just made the time period between like the paying attention and the getting the good grade as short as possible. It's the only thing I did. The rest of it you did. Yeah.
It's like those teachers expect you to like, they put something up there, like, they expect you to learn, but actually explain.
Sure. Yeah, that makes it a little tougher. That's where talking together helps. And like working with people.
Is this an option? She like no talking in your class, and I'm in there talking.
Yeah. All right. So, was yesterday like this, right? Yesterday said, I just want to refresh your memory in case you forgot how it worked. Enrique was like this, right? X squared plus 21x más 110. Right? And what you had to do, tell me if I'm wrong, you had to figure out first, in order, what numbers multiply to make this. So that one number is 11 times 10. That's one pair. And that's the answer because if you add those two numbers right here, it makes that number. So your answer is that right? Yeah? Because 10 times 100 is 110. 10 times 11 is 110. And 10 plus 11 is 21. That's how you did it, right, Nicole? Yeah. Today's a little trickier. Because, well, what makes math tricky?
Negatives.
Negatives. Today we got negatives. Carlos, today we got negatives. But, man, I told you before, with this stuff, with polynomials, is like sometimes that's when people finally learn how to do negative numbers. So, watch. Today, same thing, but watch. Like, we're going to do the same exact problem, but mira. Yes, sir, Jalen. It's similar. Check this out. Do you see how it's a positive number right here? You see how the last number is positive, but you see how this number is negative? Right? Yeah, right. Isn't like negative 10 times negative 11, doesn't that equal positive 121? No. 110? Isn't it? Because a negative times a negative is positive. But if I add those two numbers, isn't it negative 21? Do you see?
Yeah.
So it's still the same way, except now they're both negative. Oy. Sorry. Yeah. That's it.
So if 21 is negative, both are negative.
Well, so if this is positive, then both of the numbers are the same. If they're the same and this is negative, then they're both negative. But, and this is where it gets tricky, right? If this one's positive, then they're the same. If this one's positive, they're both positive.
Wait, which one's positive?
Here, I'll show you. Let's write it out. Let's say we got x squared plus, we're not going to use numbers right here. We're going to use like letters because I don't want you to think about what the factors are. I just want you to think about the signs and what it tells you. Okay? So here's the big idea. And this is why today's more complicated, because for today you have to remember yesterday and something new at the same time. All right, so Mia, do you see how this number right here, right? If the number C, if the number C is positive, wait, I didn't spell positive right. You see I even spelled positive? I put positive, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Positive. Positive. Anyway, can't even say it's not even a language. Anyway, I'm sorry, positive. So look, if C is positive, right, then your answer has the same sign. Do you guys know what I mean by that? By your answers? Like these numbers are what I'm talking about. Do you see how they're the same sign? So like, it's a positive 110, so these two are going to be the same sign. Do you see this is a positive 110? So these two answers are the same sign. Do you see what I mean? Yeah? Sean, look. Look, you see how this is a positive number right here? That means your answers are the same sign. They're both positive. See how this is a positive right here? That means these are the same sign. They're both negative. The difference is this number. Do you see how the difference is there? These are both negative because that number was negative. These are both positive because that number was positive. Yes, sir. Say it again? Oh, yeah, that's what we're going to learn next week. Yeah, so we're not going to worry about that yet.
We're gonna have a table.
Yep. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to make it easier. So if the B is negative, the answers are negative. If B is positive, the answers are positive. It'll make sense in just a minute, I promise. I know a lot of you guys are confused right now. How many of you guys are not confused right now? Okay. How many of you guys are just kind of confused? How many of you guys are like so confused you don't even think I'm speaking in English? Okay. All right. Don't worry, we'll fix you. We'll get you straightened out right here. Yeah, so if B is negative, so we're talking about the condition that this last number is positive, right? That means that the two answers are the same. The B tells you, the number right here tells you if they're going to be negative numbers or if they're going to be positive numbers. You're in room 706 for Eureka High School. You said you lost, and I was trying to tell you where you are.
What? If B is negative, what?
All right, don't even. If B is negative, then the answers are negative. If B is positive, the answers are positive. So we're talking about when the last number is a positive number, means they're the same. And the way you can figure out what they are is by looking at the middle number. If the middle number is positive also, then both answers are positive. If the middle number is negative, they're both negative. Enrique, you got it, right? Yeah. All right, so check this out. You ready? Kind of check yourself before you wreck yourself, Angie. You ready, Angie? Yeah. I'm going to do two problems right here. So, Levon, do you see how for both problems the last number is a positive number? That means in your answer, both of the numbers are the same sign. Do you understand what I mean? Like yesterday you did this. Like, what's the answer for this one? Like if it said factor, what's the answer?
7 times 4.
So, right? So 7 and 4 are your answers, right? Because if you multiplied all this together, you get that back. Do you see how your answer, they're both the same sign? They're both positive?
Wait till we get.
That's because this tells you they're the same sign, and this tells you what sign they are.
I don't get it.
I get it.
I get it even more. So if they're both positive, positive and positive. If one is positive and one's negative, it's going to be negative because negative plus negative is positive.
So
Adding to negative.
I know you're confused because I was trying to give you a shortcut, and then I wanted to explain I want to show you the reason why. So if you're confused with the shortcut, watch. Let's multiply this together, right? Remember, the first two make x squared. Is that okay? And what's the outside make? Negative 4x, right? What's the inside make? Negative 7x. And what do the last two make? Plus 28. And look how these two add up. You see how they're both negative? X squared minus 11x plus 28. Do you see? They're the same sign. A negative times a negative is positive. A negative plus a negative is negative. Right? Yeah, yeah. Whereas over here, everything's positive, so they add up to make a positive, they multiply to make a positive. So, Yidani, you ready? Let's do another one. Listo?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do minus 8x más 24. So you're still asking the same questions. What two numbers multiply to positive 24 and add to negative 8? So what two numbers multiply to 24? Yes, sir? 6 and 4. Oh. Oh, wait. Hey, look. There's a squirrel. Look it. See that squirrel?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was like,
Oops. Yeah. Huh. That's okay. Yeah, there's a squirrel up there. You see it? Yeah. Oh, wait. It's a 10. It is a 10. You're silly. Of course that's a 10. You see that? Now look. If this is a positive 4 and a positive 6, it makes a negative 10. But if you add the negatives, then it makes a negative 10. Right, Steve?
you know what you did?
What did I?
Because
What did I do?
the 8,
Yeah.
because one of the 8 would have to be negative 24.
Yeah, I know. You're right on. You're right on. Do you see how that's the answer?
If you put 4 in the other sign and 6, it's still the same.
Brandon wanted to know if you write your answer like this, is it still the same? Yes. Yes. Cassie, are you confused or are you not confused? You're not confused. How about Baldo? Not confused. Okay, let's try just one. We're going to do it 30 seconds. We're going to see. Okay? I'll give you guys a chance to talk about it in a minute, but let's try just one right now. Listo? Oh. Yeah? Edith, you ready? Okay. Let's do, I'll try not to mess this one up. If I do, it's Omar's fault. Sorry, Omar. It's not really your fault. Try it. 30 seconds. You got it. So not confused anymore. Yes, sir. You got it? You got it? Hey, wait, Sean, did you get it yet?
No.
Then don't talk to anybody. I want you to figure it out right now, and I'll give you a chance to talk about it in a second. 10 seconds. You know it? See if you got what Eric got. Yeah? Yeah? Pedro, what'd you get?
I got an X.
Oh. How many of you guys got that? X minus 5 squared or X minus 5 times X minus 5? Dang.
We're gonna get 100 again.
All right. Here's where you're going to get tricked. So I don't want you to get tricked. That's what I'm going to show you. Okay? You ready? I'm going to put two problems on the board. Don't mix them up. You ready? Okay. X squared plus 12x plus 35. That's one problem. And number two, x squared minus 14x plus 40. Two problems. Don't mix them up. Like one's like yesterday, one's like today. You have to keep them straight in your head. Steve, you look confident. You done? Are you confident? You sure you got it right? Bring me your answer. I want to see. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Let me see. Okay, run like the wind, bullseye. All right. Did you get them both, Sean?
No,
Last one. Eric, did you get them both? Yeah? You're confident. You look confident. You look confident. All right. Actually, you got this? Did you get the last one right? The one we did right here? This one right here? Did you get this one right? Yeah? Shoga la mano. Okay, Brianna, you ready? No? Really? Wait, this is just like yesterday. What numbers multiply to 35? Well, that would be 1 and 35, 5 and 7, and that's it, right? Well, if you add those, it's 36. If you add that, it's 12. So you're looking for a 12. So this one is x plus 5, x plus 7. Is that good? All right, how many guys got that? All right. That makes me happy. I knew you knew how to do it yesterday, but sometimes, like it happens to me too, sometimes my brain's like an Etch-a-Sketch. Alan, you know what I mean? Like you can draw this beautiful picture on the Etch-a-Sketch and you can shake it and it's all gone. Sometimes I learn something, it's all brand new, and I like sneeze and I swear it came out in my snot. Because I don't have it anymore. Yeah, I swear. What about this one? Is this the one I got you, Brianna? Brianna, what's 10 times 4? What's 4 times 10? And what's 4 plus 10? Do you see how it's a negative and this is a positive? This one tells you they're the same sign. Your answer is the same sign. So it's x minus 4, x minus 10. Yeah? How many guys got that one? How many guys got both? How many guys got both? Oh. So listen, on the quiz today, you have to get both right to get 100. There's 4 questions. There's 2 like this, 2 like this. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's see. Class is over at 12:20. It's 12:06. Let's do 4 minutes of practice, and then we're going to do our quiz. You ready? What's that? Let's do 4 problems practice. Maybe. We'll see. And I want you to help each other on this practice, okay? Oh man, don't let me trick you. Don't let me trick you. Yep, 4 minutes. 5 problems. Don't let me trick you. Now we're going to do 6 problems. Don't, no, I'm just Mr. Brown, not God. Okay. When you're done, I want you to check with each other. Make sure you get all 4 of them. Make sure you get all 6 of them. Got to know how to get them, right? Are you done, Idani, or are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
All right. John, remember, if you get stuck, you make a list of the numbers that multiply to that last number, right? Cassie's done? All of them? Okay. Who are you going to check with? Check with Mia. So if you're done, find somebody to check with. You got 2.5 minutes left. When you're done, find someone to check with. If you're stuck, I would suggest you get up and move. Because I don't know why, but it makes you learn better. Oh, I thought you were going to ask me. Oh, where you can't see? Where are your glasses? You what? You forgot them. Oh, well, then how do you know how pretty I look today? That's the only reason people wear glasses, so they can see me better. It's a true story. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, you don't look like you feel good. Are you all right? Just a cough. Did he mess it up? Let me see. Which one?
He put this for a second.
That should be both positive, right? Yeah. Man, tell him, because that would be wrong. Who you checked with? Who did you check with, Robert? No one. You're not going to check with Lexi right there? Cassie, who'd you check with? Still doing it. Which one? What number? Number 2. What multiplies to 21? Like, what's the first numbers that come to your head? And? What? 3 times what is 21? Hurry. Right, and what's 3 plus 7? How you doing, Luis? You got this? Enrique, you got this. You're going to get 200s in a row? Angie, you got it? Are they all right? Okay, good. Paul, why are you texting me? It's creepy. Yeah. Huh? Yeah? Why? Where? At the college? All right, boys and girls. Baldo, are you good? Are you still getting help? You're good? Oh, okay, good. Hey, let's see how we did. You ready? You ready, Sean? Look, Sean. What 2 numbers multiply to positive 144 and add to negative 24? Isn't that x minus 12 times x minus 12? Or x minus 12 squared, right? Good. Second one. 3 and 7, right? And they're both positive. Hey, what happens if your signs are wrong? Then it's wrong. You got to be perfect. So is this one 2 and 4? Yeah? We're good, Mina? All right. This one, be careful. What numbers multiply to 6 and add to 5? Minus 2, minus 3. And this one, 5 and 1, both positive. Look, you have to be, when you're checking your answers, you have to be careful with your signs. I want you to check those signs. If your signs are wrong, then it's just totally wrong. How's this one? Good? So it's not hard, huh? But you do have to be careful. All right. Yes, sir. No, you can put the 9 first and the 1 second. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Now I get it.
Hey, I want you guys to know one last thing before we get started. I want you to know one last thing. This makes me really happy. The Cambridge students are jealous. Because they're not getting 100. Yeah, no, they're like I told, like yesterday, I was so blown away. Yesterday, Steve, I was so blown away that everybody in here got 100 that I had to tell my 6th period Cambridge class, and they were jealous because they're not getting hundreds. But they're not working as hard as you guys are. So they don't deserve it.
We have 5 minutes.
We got, yep, 5 minutes. But there's 4 problems. This is easy. You get done. Don't worry.
5 minutes?
Oh, hi. Yeah, you will. Come here, Paul. Go ahead and get yours right here, Paul. Your hand is, oh, never mind. Okay, hurry. We need one more.
I think we need more time.
No, you gotta hurry though. Get started.
This is kind of our pen.
What have you been using all day?
It's because I lost. I dropped my pencil and it's forget me.
Hurry, just use it. Just start. Right now, go. Go. Bring it to me when you're done. You done, Roberto? Are you sure you got it right? Because once I start, it's too late. Okay. All right. Let's see how this went. Lexi, you got 100. Cassie, you got 100. Oh, somebody didn't put their name on theirs. I can't believe it. Paul, 2 in a row, buddy.
It's gonna be 3 in a row this year.
It's going to be 3 in a row. Have a seat when you're done. Brianna, you got 100. Eric, you got 100. That's fine. Carlos Quevedo. Carlos, how many in a row is this? That's 100.
Oh, I got
3. Oh, Daniel. Daniel, look, come here, Daniel. No, look, come here. No, I'm going to give you 100, but look.
Oh, no, don't even.
You got to put the parentheses.
Hell no. You have to.
Yes, you have to, otherwise it doesn't mean multiply. 0. No, I give him 100.
After 7.5.
I think that should be like not 100. Not 100. Right there, kids.
That's 100 right there, then.
Cassie Gomez. 100. Thank you, Axel. Roberto. Did you get 100? Like, often the first person to turn it in doesn't get 100. Did you get 100? We don't know. You did. You were nervous for a minute, huh? Yeah. All right, let's see. Axel, come here, Axel. Fix that, Axel. 2 plus 2 is not 5. Chris, you got 100, Chris. Jalen, 100. Omar, 100. Mina, 100. Carlos, no, not Carlos. Angie, you checked yours even, and you got 100. Thank you, Axel. Now, Axel, yesterday I didn't do that, right? I didn't give it back, but today you made a little bit, but you fixed it, so I'm gonna give you 100. Let's see here. Angie got 100. Let's see here. Hey, Alan, you know what? You got 100. Hey, you guys did awesome today. See you tomorrow. Nicole, 100. You think so, Sean?
I'll stay here on some chicken.